Okay, guys. So this is part 3 of the um uh, the shoebox full of cars. This is a Maisto ambulance. I don't know if it says anything on the bottom. Nope, just says Maisto on the bottom. But when I picked this up, I at first thought it was the Hot Wheels version of the '83 Chevrolet ambulance, but it's not. This one in my left hand is the Hot Wheels version. This is the Maisto in my right. They don't really look a whole lot alike now that I'm looking at them. Just the front of them. See, this says, yeah, 83. My camera's having problems focusing. I already had that 83, the Hot Wheels version. So now I've got a Maisto version of it too. The Maisto version has more of like sporty wheels on it. I think the Hot Wheels version is detailed a little better. But this is a cute little ambulance. Here we've got a Chevrolet pickup truck that has been converted into a tow truck. It's a early 80s pickup truck, or Chevrolet pickup with the square headlights. Not a specific city, it just says police on there. But it did not have a hook when I bought it, so I put a hook on there. I was limited to the tools I had when I made this hook, so it doesn't look as good as the other hooks I've made, but it works really good anyways. I suppose this is a Yapming or a Sun Toy brand, but I have no idea for sure. Here we'll look at this Matchbox tractor plow next. What's that say on it? Well, first we'll look at, it's got this big metal plow on the front of it there. And it's a rather odd snow plow. Because you'd want more weight in the back of it, I would think. But I don't know. It's an interesting casting, nevertheless. Now what's it say on the door? It says, caution. Stand clear 30 feet. Tractor plow, that's all it says. It's a Matchbox truck. Here is a Yapming Chevrolet step side. Their headlights were always kind of strange on their step sides. They've got the lines through them. This could be a number of different years, but this was really chipped up, so I got my white paint marker and went over the chips. It doesn't look great, but I'm not concerned about that. Kind of reminds me of the Pan American Airline tampos, they're red and blue, or TransStar shipping. But Pan American was the first thing I thought of. Here's a Corvette funny car. I couldn't think what it was called. Funny car. This is says Fireball. And we've got Union 76, Goodyear, Valvoline, and Champion. And then we've got the tampos, headlight tampos. Same tampos on this side. This one, for being an older casting's in pretty good shape. And then all of the funny cars made by Hot Wheels opened up to reveal the engine. The chassis was made in '77, but they used it for a long time for lots and lots of different bodies of cars. Now, let's do the other Corvette first. Here we've got another Corvette from Hot Wheels. It's another funny car. It says Corvette right there. Now we've got different logos. We've got Krager, Pennzoil, and Bell. Look how detailed that Pennzoil logo is. This has the dark windows in it, and they're vented. I don't have any funny cars that have these dark windows in them that are Corvettes other than my Mongoose, so I can't change the windows in it because I don't have any that are dark, and I don't think this would look good with blue windows. This opens up just like the other one. Here's a older Hot Wheels car. This is, I cannot think of what this is called. This is the old chassis. This is a very old Hot Wheels car. Very early, I should say. It is 1969. Hot Wheels was started in 1968. And the Top Eliminator, that's what this car is called. The paint's really scratched up on it, but that's alright. I can just dip it in paint remover and take all the paint off of it and do some kind of custom paint job with it. There was no seat featured in the 1960 version, just a motor. In the 77, there's a seat featured right there. There's no seat featured here. There's no windows in this one either. Here's a Lesney, I think this was called Horsebox. This is a Bedford truck. It's a livestock truck. Let's see, Lesney, yeah, Horsebox. Made in 1977. I've got two of these. No, I've got two of these that's Bedfords, and then I've got a Leyland cab. But it's nice to have another Bedford because my other Bedford was destroyed. So that one's in much better condition. Here I've got a Maddie's Speed Shop Ford panel van with the hood that opens. Ever so slightly it opens. Not a whole lot, but it does. Just enough to reveal the engine, the heads on the engine. We've got this big carburetor on the top there. And it says Maddie's Speed Shop since 1968. The story behind that is Matchbox. Hot Wheels was started in 1968, and Mattel makes Hot Wheels. So I suppose that's where the Maddies came into play, was Mattel. Here it's a 56 Ford. I was gonna say 55, but this has the paint on it that when it chips off, it looks chrome. Okay, so I could not find. I had this casting when I was little, and the hood got busted off of it, and all the paint came off of it. Couldn't find that one in my archives, so I just found this neat streeter. It also has that type of paint. The body's chrome when you strip all the paint off of it. And it flakes very easily, the paint does. You're right, we got Hank Williams now. That's who this is. We've got this hot bird. That's what, or hot bird is what Hot Wheels called the Firebird. T-Bird, that's what I meant. It's a Hot Wheels T-Bird. It's a 57 Thunderbird. This was released in 77 by Hot Wheels. It's a very good model of a 57 Thunderbird. Kind of interesting tampos, the yellow and blue. Pretty good condition. Then we've got a red and white one that's not in as good condition, but it has the Thunderbird logo on it. Same as the other one. Oh wait, no, it's not the same. This one has the porthole window in the back there. This one, the red one, does not. This is the original from 1977. This one, the rivet's a little loose on it though. See, the chassis moves from the body. Say this was part 3, join in for part 4.